probably the most interesting thing I've seen. It was a wedding, and they had llamas, and
I like it.
they were yeah. I mean, so
I think that's I'm hearing here. What's so cool is when you come. I know a lot of times as a business owner, you're just you're fried by the end of the year,
yeah.
right? Your creativity is just like I am done.
It feeds our soul to walk into our spaces and see them being utilized and loved on, and that we've created these spaces, again, to create memories and to celebrate life. We're a family-owned business, and so having those special touches in all the venues that Caitlyn or I have personally done really shows that we really love this community and we love our venues. No matter what you choose, you're going to get those special touches.
Sure did.
That's exactly right.
To go get some ice
Get some
cream.
ice cream, yes. And it's so exciting to be a part of.
Amazing.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's one of the biggest things I think we've learned.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Well, hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Thanks for joining us today. Without further ado, grab your favorite cup of coffee, find your coziest chair, and pull up a seat right here on Around the Table with Vickie. I'm your co-host, Chris Runk, and at the head of the table, it's her show. She's my mother. She's your host, Vickie Runk.
It's so good to be with everybody today. I feel like it's been a while since we've been around the table because we've been doing some other things, doing some reruns. Thank God for reruns that are important as well. But one of the things we want to talk about before we jump right into today's topic is that for those of you that are listening to our voice here, it is important that we get out and vote. We're here in Virginia, so for those of you that need to have your voice be heard, you cannot be vitally disturbed or excited about anybody unless you get out and vote, Christopher. That is a way that your grandfather went to war so that we could have the opportunity to vote. For all of our veterans, for all of our people that have lost their lives across all of the wars, it's our civic duty to get out and vote. If you can't vote, you can call your party's office and they'll make sure that you get a ride or a ballot. So it's real important to me that right here on this show, we are saying today, you've got just a couple more days here in Virginia to get out and vote for Virginia's next female governor, which is really exciting for me to say. Make sure you look at the issues. Make sure you look at things that are important to you. It's not really about the party. It's about the issues, and we need common sense brought into the state of Virginia. We don't want to go backwards. We want to make sure we're going along with Governor Youngkin's great 4 years that he's put into this state. What a wonderful governor he's been across party lines. He has done the very best for Virginia. And so as he exits out and we're putting a female in his place, I can't tell you how excited I am to be along the ride on election day, election night. But I need all of my viewers, everybody that's fans of our shows, make sure you get out and vote. And if you've got elderly people that live around you and they need a ride, offer to take them to vote. We went early, Christopher, down to Bedford County.
Early
we
voting.
took your grandparents and made sure that their vote counts. So look at the issues. Make sure we're staying with common sense. We don't need to go to any of the radical sides of things. We need to make sure that we're voting for common sense government. And so you can look at your candidates and decide yourself what makes sense to you. The important thing is, though, let's not dishonor these veterans that have lost their lives by giving away our right to vote. Let's get out and vote. Another thing we want to talk about is a big event that's coming up in the first weekend in December the 6th at Ivy Hill Golf Course. We're having our annual tree lighting ceremony. There'll be music, hot chocolate, lots of slides and things for the kids, and starts around 5 o'clock. We'll have more information coming out as we get closer to it, and want to make sure that you get that marked on your calendar because it's a very festive evening.
Evergreen Christmas right there. Annual tree lighting. It starts probably around 2. The tree lighting will be at 5.
Yeah.
But and on voting, November 4th. That's
Get
your
out
date.
and vote.
That's
I
your
need you
date.
to do it for us.
So it's hard to believe we're at the season here to be talking about this topic, but I'm excited because we're going to be talking about holiday parties and Christmas. So I feel like we should cue the Christmas music. get the hot chocolate.
Well, it's
and-
cold enough today to be
Oh,
thinking
man.
about
Wish I
Christmas.
had some hot
Here in
chocolate.
Virginia, we've got a chilly day right here filming in the studio. So I felt like I was in the mood when we came in to talk about holiday parties. But today, Christopher, we have your sister sitting there to your right, Caitlyn, Miss Caitlyn Runk.
Caitlyn is the director of Entwined Events. So welcome back to the show. You're on season 1, so welcome back.
And then we have Mark Creasey, who is our general manager of Bella Vista. He also is Caitlyn's right-hand guy for all things parties, all things celebrations, and we reach to him for a lot of things. So his title's general manager, but I think he does a whole lot more than that, so I'm going to give you credit for that, Mark.
I appreciate that.
I promised I would.
That's good.
You know, guys, when we're talking about holiday parties, a lot of offices, a lot of corporations in town, they'll get a budget, and there's a party planner within that company that says, hey, you know, I want to come and I want to see how I can get my people over to celebrate Christmas. And when we're talking about that, Caitlyn, as you know, we start to look towards people calling in and reserving spaces, a lot of people will think, I don't know if I can afford that. Talk to me about you're the person behind the computer that a lot of people don't see, but they talk to whenever you're arranging a business plan for them. So talk to us just a little bit about how that goes. What are the steps involved?
Well, I think Bella Vista is probably our most budget friendly because we have several spaces that you can rent based on your budget. We can do just a salon. We could do one half of the ballroom. We could do the whole ballroom. It just depends on your guest count and your budget. But I would definitely say Bella Vista is probably our most popular spot for the Christmas parties.
Yeah, and again, just like she said, you know, you can break that spot up. You've got the ability to do, you know, everything in house. So you've got, you know, your planner that comes with your package. We've got all the setup. You get all your linens and everything. So it's a good plan. Also, the hotel's fully decorated for Christmas. So who doesn't want to walk into a holiday party and walk into Christmas in the front lobby? So that's a big, you know, that's a big plus at the hotel as well. There's lots of add-ons that you can do too to make those things super festive. So you go through all of that stuff over the email or the phone with them when you're vetting those inquiries.
So what I want to say is don't count us out because we can work within a company's business. And along that same thread, we are already booking up because we have a lot of companies that have been with us for years.
Correct.
That go ahead and reserve their spot right after they have their holiday party for the next year.
Yeah.
So and it doesn't matter how big your party is, you know, if it's 25 people, we can put you in the barn room for something more intimate and small.
Yep.
And we have a new restaurant,
Tory Blue.
Tory Blue, that can also filter over if you don't want a private space, but you want a gathering spot.
Yes.
Then Alex will take over and do his portion there.
Yeah, we do a prefix menu there, and it's super nice. So you can have the restaurant feel and everything. If you got smaller groups like 20 or less, it's a perfect space for that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, and then of course the barn room, which is attached to it, which has the indoor fireplace and the big, you know, waterfall and everything there. So it gives you that vibe, and you're close by the bar and everything, but it gives you a whole different feel. You can sit around the fire. You can open gifts. We have a group that's coming and literally doing their full Christmas party. They're opening gifts, doing their dirty Santa all around the fireplace. So
cool.
it's a nice thing to have there.
And maybe for listeners that don't know, can you kind of define what is Entwined Events? What is the family of venues that make up Entwined Events, Mark?
It is Bella Vista Hotel, which we've been talking about. It is Bella Rose, which is on Graves Mill. It's the one that's always lit up with the lights. That's what we hear all the time when we get inquiries. It's the one I pass on Graves Mill.
We don't have to wait for Christmas for that. We
No,
do that
it's
all year.
beautiful all the time. And then it's West Manor Estate, which is beautifully tucked away in Forest, Virginia. It's our equestrian state, so it's just got that very like regal. If you think about Williamsburg, Virginia, that's your spot. And then we've also got Ivy Hill. We've got the pavilion and the clubhouse at Ivy Hill, which is super great to do your stuff there. The pavilion is beautiful. It's got the hardwood ceilings, and it's got
if
the
you're
white
an Ivy
floors, and
Hill Golf Club member, there are special rates.
you get a
There's a
discount.
special rate. And at Ivy Hill is the only venue where you can bring in your own food, bring in all your own vendors. You don't have to do it through
Decor
us.
as well.
Yeah.
They can bring in their own decor. So it's
Yeah.
a little do-it-yourself moment there.
budget friendly option versus, you know, so it's great. Like my family's using it for Thanksgiving. It's excellent if you want to do like a family party, but let's say your house is too small, or you don't want to do the cleaning. That's my point of doing Thanksgiving there. I don't want to clean after everybody's there. So you can go into that space, bring everybody, do your potluck. It's got a big, beautiful bar that you can put your stuff out. It's got hookups there. It's got a big sink. You can do everything you want. Clean the trash up and walk out the door.
And let's
you know?
face it, you know, we've gone through in our country some turbulent times, and if we don't, as a family or a company, set aside times to
Yeah.
celebrate and get together and
Yeah.
connect, then we have no downtime. It's
Right.
always just that super racing through life moment, and
Right.
we don't take time to celebrate. And so on this show, I want to encourage everybody, no matter what your budget is, if you need a larger space, reach out to us
Yeah.
and see what we might be able to do, not only to host you, but to make it memorable for you, because
Exactly.
we really do have to take time and just be still. And we're always just so hectic, especially at the holidays, because we're shopping and we're doing
Yeah.
all the things that society tells us to do. And what society doesn't tell you to do is that you have to make a conscious effort to celebrate.
Yeah.
And if you miss those times, you don't ever get that back.
Well, and take a moment to enjoy that season. It's about the family. It's about gathering with friends and just taking that time to actually just do that. Because sometimes you get caught in that hustle and bustle of all that stuff, and you lose, the real reason of what it is, which is the family and the friends and the getting together. So getting together is important.
On that note, I mean, talk about running nonstop, and I know there's a lot of businesses that do. And right now, getting closer to Thanksgiving, everybody's like, "Oh shoot, I got to do a holiday party. I got to do a staff party.
Yeah.
I got to throw all this together."
Yeah.
And it may be
And I don't wanna.
and it's definitely overwhelming when
Right.
you're trying to get everything ready for end of season. So talk a little bit about clients that may think it's too late, or I don't have enough help, or this is overwhelming. That's exactly what
That's what we
Entwined
are here
Events
for.
is here for.
Yes.
And all the planners,
Yes.
and it's a one-stop shop, and we can take care of everything, where that business owner can be like, "You got it. We're going to have a great time. Awesome. I'm good."
Yeah, here's my budget number, and I got 50 people. What can you make happen? That's what we love to hear, because then we can decide, okay, they got this, we got 20 people, let's put them here. We can add, we've got our own floral team, which I think a lot of people forget about that. The decor and stuff that we have available to you. You're not having to go out to, Michael's or fight somebody at Hobby Lobby, because we all know that stuff is already gone.
I mean,
because they started putting it out in August.
I've seen Mom get really close to some fights
she'll
in
fight
Home
you.
Goods.
And she should.
Home Goods is a dangerous spot.
It's just that
violent.
when I go to grab it, there's 10 women that are watching me, and they want it too. So I have to protect my buggy.
Nobody wants anything until somebody else wants it, and then they got to have it. So, the good thing is we have all that available to you. We have a great florist named Steve, and I love him to death.
He's been with us for a long time.
Yes, and he used to be at Arthur's Flower Cart, so people know him. And I tell him all the time, I wish I could stick you in my pocket and take you with me, because he's just the cutest human being in the world. And so he's great. We did a Christmas party last year at Bella Vista Hotel, where part of the main thing was they had a smaller budget, but we did little mini Christmas trees on their centerpieces, and then they gave them away. It was part of their door prize. So they had 18 tables, so 18 people got to walk out of there with a mini Christmas tree that was decorated, but they had it there the whole time, so it was super festive.
And I think, too, when we look at the psychology behind all this, which I like to
do. Get ready for it.
It's whenever you're celebrating Christmas for your staff,
right?
They're not expecting huge gifts or elaborate gifts. That Christmas tree probably made it back to an assisted living home, or a nursing home, or a mom and dad that maybe
sat on their
needed
kitchen
a
table.
little holiday at the time. And so if you think about how far stretched that goes, it's exciting to us, because again, we're celebrating moments. And Caitlyn, if spend a few seconds here just talking about your background and how as growing up we did this as a family, and now it's something that you do for the entire area.
Yeah. So Christmas has always been really, really huge in our family. For the longest time, Mom stayed mad at me because I wouldn't decorate the tree with her. But now we have this whole thing where we do it together. We have like 9 Christmas trees. It's the whole thing. It's exhausting. I'm not looking forward to it.
And that's just in the kitchen.
Oh goodness!
But we all have our roles.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta get the Christmas tree there.
Yes.
Get it set up.
Yeah, you're the logistics.
I'm the logistics guy.
Yeah.
We got to get all the ornaments out.
You're the Christmas music guy too.
Yeah, we got to
get the ornaments out in the right room, and then the tree has to have the perfect theme that Mom and Caitlyn set up. So,
but the story behind that is, though, we've had so many years that we've done it for ourselves, that you have a critical eye to make sure that whatever we're presenting to our customers, that it's come down now 2 generations,
Yeah.
where I started it and now you've taken it up in the household. And she's right. When she was a teenager, I couldn't get her to touch any of that. Now she does the entire thing and she's a beautiful designer. But when we see pictures come back through where we have planners, every party has a planner, which you work with personally. We want to make sure that it has the critical eye that you've been trained with to make sure our guests are experiencing the right kind of a party, because it's important to us. So it's not just some big company that's just signing a contract. We really do care about our customers getting that kind of service.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
I'm just going to toss it out there because I'm a lighting guy. We can uplight any ballroom space, the
Yeah.
pavilion, any room. We can paint it
I
green,
know.
red. I love it.
You do love it. And I had an old mentor that used to tell me you can do as much decorating as you want, but lighting it is king.
Mhm.
So we can do a ton of decorating, but then when you add that to it, it really does make the space look
Or maybe
like
all they want
super
is lighting,
festive.
because
Right.
sometimes
'Cause
that's
a-
just
yeah,
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the ballrooms are beautiful as they are. So it's nice to do that. To bring that conversation full circle. I mean, give us a budget. We'll get you the space. We have a wonderful catering group through Tory Blue. They do excellent stuff. I mean, the food is the best. I'll just say it. It's the best in the Lynchburg area. And they do
Well,
a great job of
Alex
nailing down
Richardson
this.
used to be with Robin
Robin
Alexander
Alexander, yep.
downtown for almost 20 years. So he has a base of fans here in Lynchburg, and we're really excited to let those fans come in and be with him again in a different space.
Well, he's joined our team, and we
Yeah.
did talk about and have Alex on the show a
Yep.
few episodes ago. So if you're
So
on,
that's the food
you're on the
you're getting.
podcast platform, go out and check out Alex.
Yeah.
A couple episodes back.
Yeah, just-
But
yeah.
Yeah, but that's the team doing your food. So you've got decor, you've got planning, you've got the space, you've got the ability, to bring in. We have audiovisual equipment in all the rooms. So you've got TVs built in, we've got projectors. So some people will turn it into, you gotta do a little business up front before the party, so they'll do their sales numbers or giveaways for the year because they're capping off their year. It's just great spaces to do that, and we have all the ability to do that. So
Speaking
it's
of that,
nice.
we're actually hosting a watch party for the Republican Party
That's
there
right, at the hotel.
November the 4th, and we're excited to join along with them as we watch those results for
Yeah.
Virginia's first female governor. I love saying that. I love saying that. So, we wanted the public to know today that we want you to give us a call, see what we can do to help you. You are listening to Around the Table with Vickie right here on WLNI. And, let's talk a little bit about Bella Rose, because, that's one of my favorites. But we have the fire pits outside. I mean, we really set the scene for a holiday party.
I mean, if you want brick, 1800s, you have the big mill that's uplit at night. We put big wreaths out everywhere. You've got the pavilion, not the pavilion, that's at Ivy. We have the preserve at Bella. And, that it's got the farm tables. Like if you want country Christmas, Bella Rose.
Well, you and I were even talking about
wonderful.
how Ralph Lauren is big at Christmas
Yes,
right now.
right
The
now,
new
yeah.
style. That's the
Yeah.
new vibe for everything. My goodness, Bella Rose is
Oh, it's
perfect
because it's
backdrop.
warm. All the warm
Yep.
wood
The
and everything like that.
plaid.
Yes, the plaid would look so good in there. It's got the wood walls and the ceiling, and so it's just got that warm country Christmas vibe. And you can seat 180 people in there. So you can have a
We've
large
done
party.
in the past, Christopher. We did what was it, Bella Jingle Bella?
Jingle Bella, yeah.
Jingle Bella.
That was one of Caitlin's favorite times. She
So
had-
much fun.
Yeah, we
She
had all
loved
kinds of
decorating
children
cookies.
in the mill.
Yeah,
But we put the Jefferson Forest Choral
on the
Society
deck.
on the deck with all the fire pits.
Yep.
And I'm planning a vision for someone out there right
I mean,
now.
I've seen
Santa
that.
was upstairs.
Santa was
was
upstairs.
The horse and
Yeah.
carriage outside.
Yeah, if you want something that looks like it's out of a storybook
That's
for
right.
Santa Claus's workshop,
Oh, it's amazing.
the mill is beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It
And you
truly
have
is
the
amazing.
you have the open floor with the glass that looks down into the mill wheel.
It looks
So
like a
we
little
turn
workshop.
yeah, it looks
down
like
there.
a workshop.
Yeah.
And so
You can get
know,
the children really
you can
going.
get
We
them
did
going,
that
yeah.
year.
And that space if you're doing the fire pits and everything outside, that bottom floor, I mean, you could, if you're doing standing cocktail hour down there, you can fit 80 people in that space. So, I mean, it's a nice size
Yeah, right,
space.
right.
The other thing that we did for a group down there is we had a real estate agent that did his party down there. We put we have antique furniture, and it was white and gold, and we
Mhm.
put it in there with a Christmas tree, and he had a whole cocktail hour, and
It was beautiful.
yeah, it was beautiful in
Yeah.
there. Gave away pies to some of his people
Mhm.
and all. I mean, it was great. It's a
I
great thing.
remember
So you have,
that.
yeah, you
It's fun reminiscing all about our Christmas parties in the
We also
back.
have the 2 new rooms in the mansion,
yeah,
the sunroom and the bigger conference space.
Right,
We
right.
can decorate.
yeah. Those
Mhm.
are great spaces,
Well,
especially
you could
that
do some of your
sunroom.
training in there or business
Yes,
parts and then go down to the
and then go
mill
down to the
and
mill.
enjoy all
That's the
that.
nice part about Bella is you have like 4 different distinct spaces that you
Mhm.
can use
And
there.
we love to see the public come in and share those spaces and
Mhm,
create their own moments
mhm.
and create their own design, which again, we have a planner, a floral arranger, and
Yep.
all these special people to
The
bring
catering
those
services, it's
things
all
to
there.
life for you. You
Yeah,
don't have to do a thing. You come in and be a
yeah.
guest at your own party that you're throwing. Hey, I can't think of a better way to
That's the
I
perfect
can't
thing.
think of a better way to do it. And, mentioning carriage rides, we did do that at Bella Rose. It was phenomenal. It was
Yeah.
beautiful. And we did it through Lexington
Lexington
Carriage.
Carriages, I'll pump them all day
That's
long.
right.
They're a wonderful group,
Hmm.
and they're reasonably priced, and they bring them on site. They know all of our properties because
They
they've
do.
done it literally at all of our properties, and they're excellent. They have those beautiful carriages. They have a sleigh one as
Hmm.
well, so if you want that Christmassy vibe,
Think about it, guys, throwing a
yeah,
big Christmas party and having that for your
carriage
guests.
rides
I mean,
outside
all
the
of a sudden,
mansion.
people are really appreciating the office
That's
then.
right.
The
It's a
other thing,
great work environment.
it
I
is.
mean,
I know.
We can also do that very same thing at West Manor.
1,000%.
And there's more space for the carriage rides at West
That's what
Manor.
Yeah,
If that, and you can always you can bring your blankets because we've done that in
yeah.
the past to make sure that the
Well, and
women
what's
are kept
beautiful
warm.
about West Manor is you have the ballroom, which
Hmm.
seats up to 200 at rounds. Then you have the glass atrium, fully connected indoors, so you're warm. It's nice. If you want a dance floor, if your group wants to, cut a rug, you have a DJ there. We provide those services too. You can add that to your package. You got the glass atrium. You can do dancing. Your older workers can still sit and reminisce and drink their coffee and eat their cake and all in the ballroom. And then you've got the full bar right there attached in the conservatory. So it's a great space. That home, 2 years ago just turned 200.
Yeah.
And so it's beautiful. And
Special place
yeah,
for
they're
sure.
great. They're great places. Plenty of parking. It's all lit. At nighttime, you're not walking out in the middle of forest in the dark. Everything's lit down there, and that Elizabeth garden
Hmm.
in the back. So your guests park in the back, and then they walk through that garden. You can have that all lit up for Christmas and
Hot chocolate along the
oh
way.
yeah, hot chocolate along the way. We've done that at weddings before. In fact, we had a bride that did the Starbucks cups, and that's how she did her seating for her tables. It had Samantha table 8, and it was
Yeah.
on their
Oh,
coffee
that's
cup.
cool.
They got to fill their coffee cup up, and that's how they knew where their seating
So
was.
when
So
you
can do
come
stuff
to
like
us,
that.
Caitlin, we've got a planner and we can actually show pictures of past Christmas parties
Absolutely.
to the person that's looking at what can I do. And we can also make sure that it's catered specifically for their taste. And
I,
that's what's so fun.
I think that's what's I'm hearing here. What's so cool is when you come. I know a lot of times as a business owner, you're just you're fried by the
You
end
are.
of the year,
Yeah.
right? Your creativity is just like I am done. So hearing you say, hey, just give me a budget, just trust us, give me a vision,
Yeah.
tell me what you like.
Yeah.
Here are all the things that we've done for
Yep.
Christmas parties for the past 10 years. I've got ideas out the wazoo for you. Just trust me.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a great time.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite Christmas parties, you talk about Bella Rose, was whenever there were live bands come in.
Oh yeah.
That's another great option
Yeah.
that really you get the party going with live bands.
Yeah,
So,
there's some good ones in this town that really come through for those kind of parties and everything. It's nice. And we talk about Christmas because that's what we all celebrate, but there's holiday parties in general. And so it's not just Christmas that we
Mhm.
do, if you're doing a Hanukkah thing, if you're doing a Kwanzaa thing, we can service all of those,
Mhm.
and we don't fully decorate the interior spaces
No.
because we realize that there are
Yeah,
different
everybody's
groups that are going to
different.
use it. So that's the nice thing. You come to us and say, here's what we're doing. Here's what we want it to look like. Boom.
Yeah.
It's done.
The other thing I want to make sure that we mention right here on around the table with Vickie is that we're a family-owned business.
Mhm.
And so having those special touches in all the venues that Caitlin or I have personally done really shows that we really love this community and we love our venues. No matter what you choose, you're going to get those special touches that at some point we've been around a table, Christopher, and we've made things very intentional for our guests. And so it's not a big corporation. It's not a Marriott. Nothing wrong with Marriott, but you're not going to get the Marriott prices, and you're going to get everything's individualized, personalized. It's no longer a small family business. It's larger than we used to be, but we're still a family business. And so at our dinner table, we're going to be talking about your parties.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what we love. That's why we're in this business.
We may even stop by.
We may.
I mean, Mom, I've
done
known
that
you've
before.
stopped by a few, and you're like, man, this is a great time. I mean, can I join the party? So
Yeah. No,
I
there's
know you
nothing-
like to sneak
I
in when
do.
you hear a little special party
Yeah,
and make an
especially if
appearance.
somebody I know is there. But it's fun because it pays it feeds our soul to walk into our spaces and see them being utilized
Right.
and loved on, and that we've created these spaces again to create memories and to celebrate life. And that's what's so special about all of this is it's not just a party to us. We truly are making sure that your dreams come true, whether it be a wedding. We do a lot of Christmas weddings.
We do.
And sometimes they're last minute. We did a New Year's wedding last year, very last minute.
After all the
Um,
flooding in North Carolina, and we had to take over a couple of weddings actually
Yeah,
that were
their venue
that
was
were-
destroyed.
within a month.
And
And
our staff doesn't necessarily like to work on those days, but we pull
No one
together
does.
because we knew the problem that
Yeah.
North Carolina
Yep.
was in, and we wanted to be, somebody that stepped up to the plate because I would
Mhm.
have wanted that to somebody to
Well,
help me.
some of my favorite wedding pictures to see are the Christmas weddings, with
Yeah.
with the trees behind the ceremony site, and as big as you can dream it, we can do it.
Oh yeah.
Or the dogs walking down the aisles with their little Santa hats on.
Yes.
Or a
and-
Christmas wreath around their
Yeah.
neck.
I mean, we
Yeah.
could tell so many
Yeah.
stories. We'll have to do that on
Yeah.
another show that our favorite memories of Christmas in
We
our
certainly
venues.
can.
But we certainly have had some great celebrations. And you can't forget about the fact that I'll throw in some parties for our company
absolutely
very
will.
last minute because I've forgotten we got to celebrate this section of the company or
So
that
book now,
That's
everybody,
right.
before
I'll
your
take
date is
what's
taken
left
by
over.
Vickie Runk.
Yeah, I'll
So-
take what's left over.
And if anybody has any doubts how quickly we can throw something together, I mean, it's normally like she'll give you, if we're lucky, 5 days notice.
If we're lucky.
If we're lucky.
That's but we've done them. We can
did
do 'em.
Evergreen in like a week's notice last year.
yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, we put up a big old tree and made that thing work, and had about 800 or 900 guests that night. We're looking forward to this year. It's going to be a lot of fun. And again, when we sit at the table and we dream these things, just to watch the community come out
Oh,
and
yeah.
be absorbed, then you can sit back and say, hey, we created this, and this is really cool, and we love to be able to celebrate with the community. So that's great.
Caitlyn, how about you tell us where we can find some information about anybody that wants to contact Entwined Events?
Yep. So the easiest thing to do is just email sales@entwinedevents.com. You'll get me, you'll get Mark, you'll get one of our sales representatives, and then we'll book you a tour and we'll figure out what works best for you.
Mark, we got just a little bit of time left here. You got a one quick Christmas story or a good event story that you could tell briefly?
Well, gosh, let me think. Well, the most shocking one I think is this past Christmas we had Christmas llamas at a Christmas event.
Okay.
So we had llamas with wreaths on them, Christmas llamas. I'd never heard of Christmas llamas, but it's a thing. So that's probably the most interesting thing I've seen. It was a wedding, and they had llamas, and
I like it.
they were, yeah. I mean, so
Where was this at?
this was at West Manor. So
Okay.
if you can imagine the Elizabeth Garden with llamas in it.
I like it.
There's photos on social media.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
Did anybody? I gotta ask. Did anybody get spit on?
Oh, I'm sure they did. And I don't know that it was by the llamas. So
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's right. So if you dream it, we can do
I'm
it.
telling
That's
you.
proof right there.
there you go.
Christmas llamas. Who knows? You may get another request for that.
That's right.
Just from this show.
Just from the show.
That's pretty cool.
Well, Mark, Caitlyn, thank you guys for joining us today. Look forward to Christmas and all the parties and all the great stories. I think that's a great idea to have them back on and just tell us
Yeah.
fun event stories.
We have a
I think
lot.
we could
Let's
we
do
definitely have a lot. So,
Entwinedevents.com. Look us up.
Yeah.
that's right. Well, thank you guys for joining us, Mom. As always, you like to end each show with a quote, so the floor is yours.
Remember, guys, I need you to get out and vote. I need you to make these things that matter to you be the results of what we get for Virginia. I'm very passionate about that, and I've worked really hard with the party this year to make sure that we get the word out that your vote matters. It matters very much. Listen, life is not measured by the number of breaths that we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. So make sure that you're celebrating your moments. Make sure that you don't look back and regret that you didn't call entwinedevents.com. And if nothing else, make sure you just take a moment to enjoy the moment. Until next time, I'm Vickie, and we're all right here around the table.